Hi everybody, welcome to the start of Glaciers and Glacial Geomorphology. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Peter Knight and my email is up there on the screen. I'm the module leader. If you have any problems, any questions, or if there's anything I can do to support you as the module goes forward, just get in touch and I'll do the best that I can. What I want to do in this session is just talk a little bit about how the module is going to work, just to make sure that you know what you're meant to be doing, you know what I'm meant to be doing, and you're ready to move forward into the course material. So the aims of the module, pretty straightforward for a module about glaciers and glacial geomorphology. Number one, let's hope that we learn something about glaciers and we learn something about glacial landscapes, glacial geomorphology. That being the case, all being well, you're going to get good marks for the module. So that's our second aim, learn something and get a good mark. It's up to you to decide what you consider to be the best mark you can achieve. I'm going to work on the assumption that you're all going to go for first class marks. And my goal, therefore, is to support you in that and to help you to get the best mark that you can in the module. Along the way, in doing that, I hope that you're going to enjoy the module. Generally, you do better and you get more out of modules that you're enjoying. So as well as helping you to do your best, I hope I'll also help you to enjoy it. So my aim for you is to do as well as you possibly can in this module, and I'm here to help. So how does the module work? Well, the module is organized around a 12-step program. Basically, I've set it up so that week by week there are things for you to do, things that we'll do together that will lead you through the program. So that 12 steps, those 12 steps help you to navigate the course, and they'll provide you with core content and signposting to lead you through. Really at the heart of any module at this level, though, is your reading, because reading is how you discover and you explore detailed information, more advanced ideas about the subject. It's also important that you ask questions. Ask yourself questions, ask your friends questions, but ask me questions as well. We'll have lots of opportunities for you to either contact me directly and individually or through parts of group chats and so on. But asking questions is really important as a way of helping you to understand, helping you to improve your understanding and to improve your knowledge. Along the way, a lot of the tasks that you'll be asked to do will include, obviously, thinking and writing things down, whether it's your notes or whether it's the assignments that you're doing. The whole point of the writing is to help you to make sense of everything that you're encountering, as well as enabling you to effectively share your ideas and your knowledge with me in the assignments that you'll be doing. So that's what you'll be involved in. 12-step program, reading, ask lots of questions, think a lot, and write stuff down as we're progressing. Within the 12-step program, you'll find there are week-by-week instructions for your work. I'm going to assume that you'll be doing the 12-step program one step per week as we move through semester. But if you want to go a little bit faster or a little bit slower, skip a bit and catch up, work at your own pace, that's fine as long as you manage your time effectively. The instructions will include, or the 12-step program will include mini lectures, all sorts of other activities that we'll be doing, directions to required reading. Just follow the instructions and I'll lead you securely down the path towards completing the module effectively. Follow the program and you will complete the module. Like I said before, time management is important. You need to make sure that you're keeping up or that you're managing your time effectively through the semester. If you need help with that, if you need a kick at some point, if you need some encouragement at some point, just get in touch and I'll try to help. Also make sure that you follow announcements on the KLE and by email. If something extra is thrown into the program or if we need to make a change, this year things are going to have to be, as the label there below in the bottom line, flexible digital delivery. Because of the circumstances that we're working with, it might be that we do need to change the way we're delivering material as the course progresses. So keep your eye on the announcements, keep your eye on the email. But the 12-step program is at the heart of what we'll be doing, so follow that carefully. For information, well, the handbook for the module is on the KLE on Blackboard. Make sure you've had a look at that. If you haven't done so already, have a look at the KLE and have a look at read the handbook. Beyond that, follow the 12-step program. The 12-step program includes the instruction to read the handbook. Basically, everything you're meant to be doing, I will put it into the 12-step program. So if you follow the program, you should be okay. If you have questions, we'll talk to each other. There'll be discussion boards and so on where you can talk to each other. Many of you will know each other already anyway. And you can always ask me, you can always talk to me, email me, get in touch however works best for you. And I'll always try to help. I'll also be putting some stuff up on Twitter. It isn't an official part of the course, but if you keep your eye on my various geography-related accounts, I've listed them on the screen there, there'll be some bits of information going up there as well. But that's peripheral. The core material, the essential material that you need to keep your eye on, that's all going to be on the KLE through the 12-step program. The online handbook is the essential starting point. You must look at that. It's got information about the assessments. It's got information about what you're meant to be doing week by week, what's in the syllabus, links to the reading list in the library. Your first assignment, if you're wondering what the first thing you should be doing is, if you haven't already done so, read the handbook and make sure you understand what the module's about, how the assessments work, what the deadlines are, and so on. And just make sure that you're up to speed with where we are so far, right at the beginning of the course. Make sure you know what you're doing. The information about the assessments and the deadlines, that's all in the handbook. The assessment for this module is half essay and half an end of module workbook. We'll draw on material from throughout the whole program. There's more information about that in the handbook, and I'll also provide more information as we move through the course within the 12-step program. I'll be giving you lots of advice about the assessments as we move forward. From your point of view, the most important thing you'll be doing is the reading. I'll be guiding you towards the reading through the 12-step program, but reading is really essential. Now, for this particular module, just to get you started, there's a basic textbook that will have some information about each of the topics. Now, this textbook, I think it was 1999 it was first published, so it's not new. It's a fairly old textbook, but I wrote it specifically with this module in mind. So it's pitched at just the right level, and it's pitched from just the right perspective to suit students who are doing this module. There are lots of copies in the library. It's available electronically. If you want to buy your own copy, that's great, and they're also available in any right-thinking bookshop. But this is the starting point. We'll develop beyond that, but this book, Glaciers by me, is a starting point for everything that we will be doing throughout the module. Beyond that, there's a more advanced textbook or reference book that I put together a few years ago as well. Again, not well, with this one, I don't recommend you buy it. It's very expensive, but you can get it electronically through the library. And it's just a step up from that initial textbook, giving you more detailed, some more detailed information about some of the topics that we'll be covering. So have a look at that when you need to go into more detail on some of those topics. Now, obviously, there are lots of other textbooks out there. The one by Ben and Evans, Glaciers and Glaciation, that's the standard textbook for this kind of module around the country and around the world. It's a great book. It's full of information. Refer to that when you need more detail, having got the basics and got the starting point, the starting ideas from my book. There are other textbooks as well, and if you look at the reading list on the library web pages, it will point you towards those. At this level, though, research journals is where you need to be thinking. Look at the Journal of Glaciology, look at the Cryosphere, look on the right library reading list, and it will point you towards these journals. But this is where you're going to be getting your detailed information, the case studies, the examples that you're going to be using in your essay, for example. So don't just stick to the textbooks. Certainly don't just stick to my basic textbook. Look at more advanced books and get as quickly as you can into examples from the research literature. So what happens next? Here we are right at the beginning of the module. Hopefully you're beginning to get a feel for how it works and what goes on. All you need to do now is carry on working through the materials in this step 1 of the 12-step program. Follow the instructions, complete the exercises, watch the videos, look at the reading that you need to do, and chase up that reading. If you have any questions at all, just get in touch, give me an email, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can with advice and support whenever you need it. Okay, so welcome to the module. Good luck. Here we go. Get on to the 12-step program. Okay, thanks very much.